The BJP and Congress are now at loggerheads at a New York Times investigative report that's prompted the BJP to accuse the Congress of having links with China. The New York Times investigative report on how the Chinese government has actively peddled propaganda across the world, including India, echoed in the parliament and outside, as well as BJP demanded answers from the Congress, levelling serious allegations against the Gandhis of having links to Beijing again. BJP's Anurag Thakur raked up the funding of Rajiv Trust, once again demanding a detailed investigation. Anurag Thakur also lashed out at the Congress party. He accused them of attempting to shield the news website NewsClick when they were raided for alleged China links back in the year 2021. So what exactly was the New York Times report? What did it claim? That detailed investigative report has claimed that a US billionaire, Neville Roy Singham, is linked to multiple network outlets across the world and has financed the Chinese propaganda on behalf of the Chinese government. The report claims that in India, news website NewsClick was also financed by Singham to write propaganda pieces masked as independent content in favor of China.
Congress, China, NewsClick are part of a umbilical cord. राहुल जी की नकली मोहब्बत की दुकान में चीनी सामान ये साफ नजर आने लगा है। चीन के प्रति प्यार ये दिखता था और भारत के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार ये विदेशी जमीन पर भी और विदेशी न्यूज एजेंसियों के माध्यम से भी प्रोपेगेंडा के तहत होता था। एक एजेंडा था, एंटी इंडिया, ब्रेक इंडिया कैंपेन ये लोग चलाते थे। कांग्रेस ने विदेशी लोगों के साथ हाथ मिलाने का प्रयास किया और यही नहीं, जब इनको निमंत्रण मिला सोनिया जी को, राहुल जी को, कब मिला? जब ओलंपिक्स खेल हुए तो कांग्रेस पार्टी को भी, गांधी परिवार को भी वहां पर न्योता दिया गया और ये लोग उस समय चाइना भी गए, खेल देखने गए थे, खेल करके आ गए। विदेशी नेविल रॉय सिंघम, ये सिंघम कोई सिंघम फिल्म की बात नहीं कर रहा मैं, ये नेविल रॉय सिंघम ने इसकी फंडिंग की और फंडिंग उसको कहां से आई? नेविल रॉय सिंघम को चाइना पीछे से करता है और इसमें नेविल रॉय का जो सीधा संपर्क है कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना के एक प्रोपेगेंडा आर्म के साथ है। ये रूट भी कहां कहां से हुआ? ये गौतम नवलखा का नाम तो आपने सुना ही होगा। ये भी एक आरोपी है। किस केस में? एल्गार परिषद के माओइस्ट लिंक में जो भीमा कोरेगांव केस है, उसमें अभी तक जेल में ये है, अंडर हाउस अरेस्ट है, यूएपीए लगा हुआ है इनके ऊपर।
A couple of years ago, over 1,000 accounts on social media had to be removed when they were identified as ISI, Pakistan's ISI PR linked, who were fanning misinformation and violence in India. Then a few months ago, there were another 1,000 plus accounts that were removed that were being sponsored by and operated by Khalistani elements, again fanning misinformation and violence and lies and hatred against the government of India and our leadership. There is an attempt to rein in misinformation. These platforms jump along with their friends and rally behind this false cover of free speech. The right to free speech as guaranteed in our Constitution is certainly not and must not and should not be a cover for misinformation directed at our nation's rise. And therefore, this revelation that a foreign country is actively funding platforms that are launching and have launched and continue to launch vitriol against our government, our country, our society, our religion, our faith, is something that all of us should be very aware of, and we should all get together and have a consensus on how to fight misinformation in the coming years and coming days.
See what happened. PM Care Fund also received the Chinese money. And not only that, Vinod Adani, brother of Adani, is a partner of Chinese person. What about that? And Prime Minister explained it that hasn't he received the fund in PM Care Fund from Chinese corporate houses? That is also to be discussed. Let us discuss all together. Why this only? Isolated, make it isolated case. Let all such matters to be discussed. Those who have been funded from China, Chinese forces. And what the Prime Minister said that time that we will boycott Chinese and ban this TikTok, etc. And afterwards, business transaction increased and many other relations have increased. And so far, the BJP has not in position to explain that how much money they have got from the Chinese companies.